Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. To the ground with the back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Breaks into the open. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. Lot of room to the right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Georgia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. receives it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Under fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He lets one fly deep. Another incompletion on third down. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a run. Make something happen, and a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight, and you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Got the first down, looking for more. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion. the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's dealt. He's going to come up a couple of yards short in the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On the run, it's Frazier. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
To the air, it's Beck. Gonna let it fly. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Branch. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Branch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the
defenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's back. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw. It's back. Right down the middle. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab deep. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half, but I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
Here, you go for 2. Back to throw, it's back. It's caught for the 2-point conversion, and this offense builds some momentum going into halftime. Kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's back. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fletcher. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Found the seam on the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Stockton. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Brought down.
Nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down.
There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Offense changing the play. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's back. Pucks it out of the air. Still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great catch and run for 6.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's back. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Wants to throw it. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out fast. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The run from the shotgun. Makes one man miss. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Powers through the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's dealt. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Gain of 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, in typical fashion, in a 2-minute situation, throwing to the sideline, trying to save the clock here in a tie game late. But the biggest advantage this offense has is the 3 timeouts they have right now. They can use those, and because of that, start attacking the middle of the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a fourth-quarter touchdown on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Looking for a man. It's back. Gonna take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Miami. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella? The tight end comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Finds some room. Running inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Time has expired. They're an extra point away from winning it.
Unbelievable execution down the stretch of this game. Taking all the clock, tying this football game an extra point away from sending this crowd home. Really upset.
They just need to make the point after for victory. And it's good. The extra point is the winner. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you.